Hey guys, it's Slats, and today I want to talk about physical media and why I think it's important for you to have some sort of physical media collection. Whether that be video games, movies, TV shows, books, albums. I think it's not only a cool thing to have, but I think it's also important for preserving art. I know that sounds very deep, but I don't really know what other way to put it. But recently, I've been starting to get into collecting physical media, and more specifically, some of my favorite movies and TV shows on DVD and Blu-ray. This is because I don't have many streaming services, and a lot of the movies that I love watching aren't on these streaming services that I do have. So having them on physical media means I buy them once, and I don't have to pay a monthly fee to watch the movies and TV shows that I like. For example, one of my favorite TV shows of all time is That 70s Show, and it was on Netflix, and then they took it off and they put it on Peacock. I don't have Peacock. I don't want to buy Peacock just to watch That 70s Show. So what I did was I went to a local thrift store and I found all but one season of That 70s Show. I'm still looking for season 3, so if any of you have it, please send it my way. I bought it all for like $30, I think, was for every single season. Each season was like $5. There's like 7 seasons, so like maybe like 35. So that way I have all the seasons of That 70s Show. I own them for $35, which would be like what, like 2 to 3 months of Peacock, and I don't have to pay a monthly fee for it. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to just collect all the movies and TV shows that aren't on these streaming services or that jump around from streaming services, because all these stuff, unless it's like a Disney movie or like a Warner Brothers movie, like Disney Plus and HBO Max, I feel like are pretty stable with their collection. But all these other streaming services, it's like you have to like search on Google what it's on, and then it's not on anything, and then it's like, okay, it's like, I don't know, it's stupid. But that's where I think it's most important, at least for me, is because it's so complicated with all these streaming services. It's like on 7 different things, you can never find out which one. But I also think it's kind of important with other things as well. With video games, it's gotten difficult in the last couple years, because even if you buy a physical version of the game, you still have to like download all these update files. So the game's not even on the disc. It's just like, I think I saw this like thing where it's like a key. It's like, okay, you purchased the game, now we're going to install it on your PlayStation. Like that I find like crazy, but I know game files nowadays are like 200 gigabytes. But even then, God forbid your account gets like hacked or banned or whatever. It's like if you bought the games digitally, they're just like gone if your account is gone. So at least if you own the game physically, you could just make a new account and insert the game and it'll install it again. And this really sucks for me, is because I'm on PC. I'm not really a console gamer anymore. I have a PS4, but I don't have any interest in getting a PS5 anytime soon. They don't really release any physical games on PC. You get your games on Steam. So God forbid something happens to my Steam account, it's like I'm cooked, because I got all my games, all my DLC, everything on there. I have a couple games physically on my PS4. I have some Call of Duties. I have Red Dead 2. I have GTA. So like I'm secured on those. But my Steam account, it's all digital. And that can be taken away from me at any time, which is, it's unlikely, but you never know. Music is a little different, at least for me. I mean, I do want to see, maybe I'll collect some of my favorite albums on like CD, but I do use Spotify. It's just because I listen to a wide variety of music, and it's not like I'm going to buy every single album. I guess at the end of the day, it depends on how much of that media you're consuming. For example, I don't watch a bunch of new TV shows, a bunch of new movies every single, month. I feel like if you are doing that, you are getting your money's worth out of these streaming services. But for me, don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth, especially if I was only buying like a streaming service for one show or one movie. If you want to get into the deeper side of it, it does preserve the art form in its, purest form, I guess you could say. I don't know. This is going to sound so film bro of me. But, especially nowadays with the world we live in, a lot of these companies are changing, editing, making things more consumer friendly in order to appeal to people. And, things don't age well. Things were made at different times. So they will go into these streaming services or digital downloads of it, and they will edit it to change it. But if you have a physical version of that media, they cannot change that. They can do it with video games, as I said, because most video games nowadays, you're just downloading the game. But, if you have a DVD, a Blu-ray, an album, they're not going to, they literally cannot change it unless someone literally takes it from you. And speaking of taking it from you, they can take it from you even if you have digitally purchased a movie, TV show, song, whatever it is, they can take it away from you. If you buy something from Amazon Prime, if you buy a TV show, you are buying like permission to do it, if that makes sense. Like they can just be like, nah, like that's happened before. I think it happened with Sony. Sony pulled a bunch of movies that people have purchased with their money from Amazon Prime, and they can't get it back. They have to buy it again. And that's just so stupid. But again, if you had the physical disc, no one's taking that from you unless someone breaks into your house and steals it. Also, I just think it's cool to have, I have a little shelf where I have all my movies, and I think it's cool to just not only look at, but, people could see your movie taste. Like, when they look at my movie shelf, they see Scream, they see Halloween, they know I'm into, like, slasher movies. They see that 70s show, they know I like that, sitcoms. They see my Christmas movie collection, they know I love Christmas movies. It's just like, it just shows your personality. I think it's similar, I guess, vinyl's made a big comeback recently, and I think it's like that kind of same thing, except I've been really focusing on movies and TV shows. Also, like, when you're just scrolling through all these streaming services and you're like trying to figure out something to watch and you just can't find anything to watch, I feel like when you have, a set collection, you're much more, it's simpler. Like, I know people are like, oh, you have all these options. All these options are so great. For me, I'd rather have a smaller collection, and that way it's just more easier to be like, okay, I want to watch this movie tonight, and then I'll watch this TV show tomorrow. I feel like with all these options nowadays, it's just like, oh, I could watch this, or this. It's like, by the end of the day, it's just like, okay, I don't really want to watch any of this now. It's just too much. But yeah, it's just something about, taking the disc out, putting it I put it in my PlayStation, playing the movie. It's just, I don't know, it adds so much to the experience, and it makes me happy at the end of the day. And I think if you care about, a specific album, a specific movie, a specific TV show, video game, I think you should get it on that physical media. That way you can have that forever. No one can take it away from you. Same goes for books as well. I've gotten into reading recently, actually. I've started reading a bit more. And I don't know, I have a Kindle, and I get the convenience with that. Again, storage, I live in a small room. I don't have much space in here. But I don't know, reading on a Kindle versus reading a physical book, to me, it's like I can't do it. It does not feel the same. Something about turning that page, like, again, this sounds so deep and, like, pretentious, I feel like. But I don't know. I just think it makes me happier. At the end of the day, that's what physical media does to me. But I don't know. A lot of people complain, yeah, it's like, oh, but it's more expensive. You're buying the movie. Think about how much money you're spending on these streaming services every single month and how much that's going to build up over your lifetime. Again, it could be worth it to some people, but to me, it's not, because I kind of stick to what I'm comfortable with. And every so often I'll branch out and watch, in the movie theaters, I love going to the movies, so I will watch new movies in the theater. But in terms of like watching a new movie on a streaming services, I don't do too much unless I'm with friends. If I'm alone, I'm not really doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video just to talk about it. Let me know if you guys have any stuff you have on physical media, if you're interested in it, or if you think it's stupid. I'm open to that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.